inspire, empower. Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Hola, damas. I'm excited to be here with you guys for another episode. Man, is it just me or did 2019 just say surprise? It's around the corner. My birthday's coming up. I'm about to be 43, feeling really good up in here, but I'm just like, dang it. It feels like it was yesterday that I was coming into the new year and I'm like, yes, I hit my first 10K month this year in 2018 and had a lot of other great things happen for me. And now 2019 is around the corner and I gotta, do a bigger, badder, and deffer, huh? Then I'm old school deffer. But anyway, moving on. Where is your head at? How are you leaving out of 2019 and how are you leaving out of 2018 and going into 2019? I just want to talk to you guys for a second and really make sure I'm hammering it in. Don't ever get focused on one thing. It's funny, right? We like to say as women, we are great multitaskers. I am. I'm cooking and cleaning and answering the phone and got a load of laundry in. We say things like that. And when we start a business, multitasking feels like a whole nother other thing. When you're trying to do copy, client calls, wash dishes, take care of the kids, well, you got to keep the ability to be multifaceted within you. And I just really want to warn you guys against saying, okay, I want to be like the other people are. They're visionaries and everybody's talking about their goals going into 2019 and what they're going to do and not focusing on finishing strong. I mean, think about it. Visualize it when you watch someone run a race. They don't say, oh, I'm almost to the finish line, I'm going to slow down. No, they run harder and harder because there are other people that may catch up with them. And there is no stopping until you are well after crossing that line. And 2018 has the ability for many of you all to do some things that you've never done. I know for me, January of this year looked the way that it did because I set a precedent at the end of 2017. I was like, this is how I'm going into the new year. I started discussing new plans, putting out new offers. I had new goals and I acquired clients. I made money off of extra sales courses. I did a lot of things. I went out of 2018. All these years, right? I went out of 2017 with a bang, and whatever didn't close at the end of 2017, that's what closed at the top of 2018. And you need to be doing the same thing. So what are your goals? What are your expectations? How many more people do you want in that group program? How many more one-to-one clients do you want to secure? How many more of your products are you going to sell? How many more people are you going to get working up under you? Start going for that now. Don't say, oh, well, this year is almost over. You know how I am. Whether it was Black Friday, Cyber Monday, going into the Christmas holidays, as entrepreneurs, we also have to remember that we don't end up having a consumer mentality and kind of slack off of doing the things that businesses are required to do in order to make money. There are people that are grinding. There are commercials that are playing for people to take your money. And as an entrepreneur, you can't just be thinking about one specific thing. You have to say, okay, I have to be simultaneously working on what I need now while I'm also prepping for, promoting, and gathering data, doing stuff for what is going to occur in the next year. So I'm curious to know, what does that look like for you? Like, I have this huge whiteboard. I used to have a smaller one, but I'm like, yeah, my goals and stuff, they're expanding. So I have an even bigger whiteboard in my bedroom so that I see it when I get up, sitting there looking at me slap dab in the face. I know all of the things that are important for me. I know how many slots I want filled at the top of 2019 because that's when a lot of my contracts will be up for renewal. I know what I want to do to start drumming up more interest in my free webinar training. That free webinar training is a funnel for people to come into my sales group, or to purchase my sales book, or to get intensives with me, or decide to work with me one-to-one. And there's several other things up there. And then I have those other projects that they're not generating money right now. Like my summit will be coming back in the summer of 2019. I have a few books that I'm working on, 6 to be exact, so that I can go out of 2019 with 10 books written centered around what you guys need for business. And the same way I'm doing all of that, I am still saying, oh, okay, I want X amount of people added to my Fix My Business group by the end of this year. And there are so many other things that I'm doing. So make sure that you're just always doing some of all of the above in order to keep your business high and thriving. If this is something that's a little bit, overbearing for you and it gets a little bit confusing, sometimes you're kind of like, oh my God, this is just a tad bit too much. Get the instruction that you need, because I can tell you something else that's going to change is that going into 2019, the Fix My Business group, the base price will be changing from $97 to $147 a month. It's still worth way more than that, but why miss an opportunity to save $50? Get the information and the insight that you need in order to be able to be laser focused like this by getting guidance. It's not a DIY group program. It is a done with you group program. I am there. I am accessible. I am live. You also have access to recorded information as well. I want 2019 to be the year where I triple the amount of women whose lives I impact compared to last year. So I want to impact more women, and I'm inviting you all to this opportunity with me. In the meantime and in between time, thank you guys for everything, and I'll talk to you later. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomen.don't bitch.podcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.